I have some tasks to attend to today. You'll notice I'm wearing these strange glasses. I had reviewed these a long time ago. They were the SNSELER glasses, and I figured that might be good to get them out and test them out again, because I haven't used them in a while. Today, what I need to do is take down this light that is up in the tree that I put up the other day for a China video. It happened to just fit on the pole, so everything is all set there. And then we have to take a look at the garage door and then some other stuff. So I plan to use 3 cameras for this video. Okay, I think we're actually recording now. So the first thing is, let's get this cord out. Take that and we'll just kind of put it back sort of over here. Right there is fine. The light is there. We need a chair so I can get up there. Put that about there. That should do. We need another chair. This one's dirty. That's alright. Doesn't matter. Alright, so now let's come back and get up here. Oh yeah, there we go. First we'll unhook that I did just to get it out of the way. Get the cord back through the branch. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. And here are some hex screws that I need to loosen. There we go. I'll leave those loose. I'll just tighten them a little so they don't go anywhere. And we'll put this back later. This was a good light. Not the greatest for video recording, but because of the strobe effect, but maybe not too bad after all. Really bright, definitely takes the place of my solar light. And what's kind of cool about it is that I could theoretically run an extension cord over here and up the tree and make it as a permanent kind of thing. So now here's where the other chair comes in, like that, and we can get down. And I'll put all this away and we'll move on to the next task. Here's the next problem. The garage door opener for voice control is showing red, and it should show blue. If I cycle the door, when it goes to close, it will turn blue for a second and then back to red. So something with the sensor is fucked up. So I don't know where exactly the camera points, but it says the door's open and it's not. But it still does function. If I hit the switch, which I think I did, there. And now it says opened. And it opened. Very weird. So let's see. This didn't move an inch. That's firmly mounted to the wood. Everything is exactly where it needs to be. So that's good. So that means it's the sensor on the door, which I don't remember where it is, so I have to get in and close the door. And it's up here. Very weird. Because now it seems to be correct. It says opened up here, but that is showing closed, or is it? Let's hit it again. Now it says closing. It says closing, now it says opening. I don't know, it's fucking weird. We put the sensor there because that's where it worked. Now it says that it's closed and it's working. Very strange. Let me go check the light. I'll open it again. That says open alarm and opened. It says closing, and now it says opening. It says opened. Oh, my ship fell down. That could be why. So that might be why. Is it that dumb? Because that could lift the door just enough to prevent that from closing all the way. Was it that dumb? See, the problem is I had the whiff go here and get something for me recently, and shit just doesn't stay anymore. I don't know what it was that I needed or why, but that's all back. We'll go ahead and give this a couple more tries, I guess. It says opened. I'll hit the switch. It says closing. It says opening again. Go figure. It says opened. There, I don't know if you saw, but now it's definitely closed. Now it's definitely closed, and that's what it says. We'll open it again. It says opening. We'll close it again. And yeah, it blips it like that for whatever reason, but it says it's closed. Now we'll check inside. Now it's blue. That's all it was. Jeez. Well, at least sometimes it's a really, really easy fix. Good, that's done. And now in the app it shows properly as well. The little power icon that was there was showing green all the time. Now it's grayed out, which is correct, or just gray, I should really say. So there's two cameras used, along with a voiceover. Now we'll go on to the third part. Now we'll put everything back away with this light. First put my bit back. Put the tools back in a minute. Over here, wire nuts. They say you should never reuse wire nuts. Okay. That's what I've heard. Sometimes they get knackered and there's like a little piece of wire stuck in there, but this one felt a little funny, but there ain't nothing in there. It's perfectly fine for reuse, as long as it's not going to be a permanent installation. For temporary shit like this, who cares? It was good enough for this, and I'd already used those several times before. That was taken out of service from something else back in the day. So we got that. So there's that wire undone from there. That'll go back in a bit. These will go back in a bit. And over here is the box for this thing. It comes with its own wire nuts, but why use them when I have other ones already out, you know? Oh, and this was fun. We got to put other things on here. This came with acorn nuts that go on top, right over here. So that doesn't want to start. Okay, close enough. I don't have this configured right because I have the other bracket there. I just figured it's better to leave it on. But in trying to loosen these in the original video, I found I had to take the acorn nuts off, and at the time it was raining, and I would have to go outside to go to the garage because I have to go to the front part of the garage, which I can't get to from inside the house because snow blowers. So I just used a pair of pliers, and that sheared off the acorn on this one. So it's just a nut now, which is not even really, it's not even necessary. You never, up in the tree like that, never going to see it. So that was essentially my fuck up, but I'm not going to fight with China on that. That's just, it's, you know, it's really a waste of time. The light is pretty good, I gotta say. Really throws out the fucking light. And it puts out quality of light similar to that of the solar light. So, you know, I mean, it is LED that we're dealing with. That has to go in, of course. And the instructions go back on top. Close that up. Put that away, but I'm going to mark the box so I know what it is first, because otherwise I won't know. And get the tools out of here, and then we're going to find out why the glass cutting board. I got this marker at a dollar store. The tip is just way too fat, but hey, that'll let me know what the hell it is. This box made an appearance, I think, in the replacing the garage AC capacitor. So the colors that are here don't match up with, because like these are orange and that's not the right, so I go by size. So those, and that'll go in there, and that is kind of also not that big, so there. So we got that. Get the tools out of here now. Touched upon this thing in one of the videos I made on the basement TV project where this tip was glowing red hot. Well, it's loose. And I don't know if that was the reason why. Is the tip bad now? Probably. But let's see if we can light it up again. Just for shits and grins. If I can get this on without breaking it. Maybe not. There. And we'll make that nice and tight. Make believe that's perfect. And now we'll plug this thing in, let it heat up for a long time, and see if the tip glows red again. That's why the glass cutting board because when I tested this, I had no clue that was going to happen and ended up with a couple of burn marks on my towel. So that's good. And that's really nice because the other side has a couple of spots on it that won't come out. This is just an old towel that I leave here, so it really doesn't matter, but still. So we got power. We'll turn this on. This has a light on the back, which is kind of nice, and it is neon. So that's good. Are we getting hot? Yeah. No? Yes. Alright, we'll let that cook for a bit. Yep, sure is. It's glowing red. Okay. That's nice. Turn it off. I'll set it aside. Because I got me another one. China sent it as a replacement. So that's good. Let's take it out of the package. This thing is... So there's a brand new tip. This has never been used. Everything is from the factory. That's kind of loose, but I will tighten it just in the event. In fact, let's remove it first and just double check. See, there's the heating element, and I guess a sleeve. So we'll put the sleeve back. Then this guy with the tip inside goes over that and get it lined up. Something like that. And then this guy goes over that. And once you line up the threads, it screws in. Make it tight. It's tight. Tip is there. Everything's good. All this stuff will just get out of the way. And now we'll go ahead and plug this. Well, that's good. That wasn't even connected. So now we'll try this one. It's on ready. Yep, it's getting hot. We'll turn it around here. I'll shut the lights and we'll wait it out. Hooray! This one glows red too. So both of these are pretty much useless. And I have no idea what to do with them. Camera makes it redder than it really is. But yeah, you can't solder with that. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm going to leave it to cook because it's on glass, so once it explodes, you know, that'll start a fire, so not bad. So we'll leave it for a while and see. I figured I'd fire the other one back up, since they're both junk. And we'll see if one tip glows brighter than the other. It does appear in person that the old one, which is the back one over here, is a bit brighter red, but still neither one is usable. Camera really shows that. Yeah, they're just glowing away. Left this almost 5 more minutes and starting to heat up in here a little on both. The old one again is a bit brighter than the other. Does anyone have any ideas of what to do with them? Doesn't look like it here. But I saw that and I said, no, they're not supposed to glow red. Definitely not supposed to glow red. So I can't use these. They're utterly useless, but what I could do is take off this solder feed tube and use it for melting plastic for more demanding applications that require way too much heat. When I'm stuck in a garbage can and I have to cut my way out or something, you know, that might work. Never been stuck in a garbage can. Okay, let's turn these off and allow those to cool. We do have some good bits that we can get out of these. These holders for solder, no good, so that's not going to do anything. I can't use that. But here is a nut and bolt. That's handy. So we can use that. This one here we can take as well. So 2 nuts and bolts. I have a packet of bits. I don't know if these are any good for anything else that I have. I don't know if it fits anything else. There's a tiny little screwdriver, which is pretty useless, but hey, maybe. It fits fine. It's wrong, but it fits. The tweezers are alright. They're metal. They got a thing on them. You could tweeze things, you know, like that, for little parts and shit. And you got the curvy one over here. And I think I already stole those out of the other set. There is this thing which holds the roll of solder. Here it is, roll of solder, which comes with each one. This solder was very, very, very smoky for whatever reason, even with a real soldering iron. It was very smoky and terrible. I don't know what SN is, the element selenium, I don't know. PB is lead, so 6337, 1.8% flux, rosin core. So it should be like okay-ish. SN is tin. I didn't know that. You know, wouldn't it make more sense to be TN? I don't know. I don't make the rules, folks. I don't make the rules. Now the problem is the plastic guy is really stuck in this thing. And see? Look at my thumb. That might stay there like that now. Because I tried that in my hand, and I had an imprint in my hand for a while. This is, the skin has not come back yet. So I think I disfigured myself. That's good. That's nice. This is totally wrong and unsafe, and the plastic handle will snap off. What I need is a socket that fits this, and I can drive it out. But I have to go out to the garage for that. I have a small vise that I was going to put here, and I said, no, I think if I start tapping with the hammer, going to break the glass. Not a good idea, so good thing I thought of that. If you don't have a tiny ball peen hammer like this, get one. Got to be just a couple of bucks, Harbor Freight or something. For putting pictures up and shit, all you need is a little tiny hammer like this, and it's really convenient. We're going to just go with this because the screwdriver isn't worth anything. There we go. Right out. Those might be useful for something. The solder. What else is in the bag here? Oh, see, there's other goodies in the other bag. Here are, I thought I had others, but I guess they're from another set of something. 2 more tweezers like that, another screwdriver. So we got that. And it does come with a desoldering pump, which I had touched upon briefly in the thing. You push it down, press the button, it pops up. I'll do it sideways. Put the finger on there, it doesn't pop. Then it will, so it definitely is sucking, which means it sucks. So we got one of those. That's good. How long it'll last, how many uses? 3? I think 3 is the magic number. Also good. So we got that. The old roll of solder. And in here, the new one and another roll of the same solder. So I don't think I'll ever use the solder, but I'm not going to throw it out. The tips, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is get rid of this guy, because it's just in the way, and we'll take one of these bags and I'll just stuff all the shit that, like the bits here I'll put in, or the tips I should say, I'll put in the bag with these. And I honestly can't see a use for these, but I'll throw them in the bag too, because why not? And I think that's really about it. I gotta throw that out. They'll be cool tomorrow. So I gotta clean this machine off, because we're going to be doing a lot of laundry tomorrow. Oh, by the way, no video. This goes over here, there, along with these. I got to move this stuff, but this box is just temporary. These were the Lumary outside lights on a stake, and I had noticed that when you play with the color control, because they're RGBW, when you play with the color control and you have it somewhere between the warm and the cool white, the lights flicker. So I was dealing with China, and finally it was decided that they'd send me a whole new set. They sent me a whole new set, and the guy asked me, please troubleshoot it and find out what the actual problem is. Is it the power supply itself? Is it the controller for it? Or is it one of the lights? So I did that, and it turns out that's just how it's fucking made. So the good news is, I don't want that horrible cool white. It's just awful. But the colors and the modes it does are awesome. So this is sitting here just for a little while longer till it's spring and summer, and I get all the lights in the backyard set up, and these will go, I'm thinking by the rhododendron bush, but not certain on that. That's where I had envisioned it, because I had those little solar color ones. They all crapped out, so I don't know what to do with those. But the good news is I have a brand new set of these, so when things start crapping out, I got parts. And the rest here was pretty much just laziness. The Sampley hands-free flashlights. This is something you'd never think to use or have or buy, but if you remember you have it when you need it, it's actually not bad. Forget the brand of these. Craftsman Golf, I think it was. Night vision goggles. Got a set of these already from another China company, so this will go with those. Set of drill bits for a little project. Over here, Cineton LED floodlights. Now I had a video on this one and on another that I just did. There was a 60 watt one. These are only 20. The 60 watt ones were obnoxious as far as how bright they were. Okay, for the size yard that I have, I can't use those. They're just way too much, and the light just lights up all the houses over the fence in the backyard. No good. These were reasonable, so there's that. Screws and washers to go along with the drill bits for a little bit of an addition slash finishing up on the basement TV project. I'm probably not going to record that. Just a little. I wanted to mount the power strip, and it's going to need screws and shit, and put another piece of wood in for that. The Power Owl charger with batteries, I got to pack that up. And the Decent, I'll never see that again, laser rangefinder. Got one of these from another company. Don't remember the brand, but that can go with that one. See, it's loose again because it got hot. Yeah, they're actually cool. Yeah, it got loose again. I don't know. Like I said, these things come off. So I can do that and probably remove, if I undo that guy, could remove the whole shebang if I wanted. Did I break it? No, I think it just kind of sits in there. Get it lined up. There it is. So yeah, we'll put these in the bag. Let's see. Got a couple of twist ties. So we'll file these away where I'll forget about them. Nuts and bolts will go to the garage. These will go in a bin in the garage for various other things. Put these with the other useless screwdrivers. Put these with the other tweezers that I have. Put this with the soldering shit. Put the solder with the soldering shit. And remember not to use it, which means I'll forget. And the hammer goes in the garage, and all the other stuff on the other machine. Clean all that up. And that is, those are all the tasks that I had to do today, except for one more, which is to edit this video. So with that, that's going to close this out. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.